Hello everyone. In this video I am going to give a description about carbohydrate, and here I am going to cover definition of carbohydrate and classification of carbohydrate. So first, definition. So according to an older definition of carbohydrate, carbohydrates are regarded as hydrates of carbon containing carbon, hydrogen and oxygen with the general formula CnH2nOn. But there are some exceptions like lactic acid and acetic acid. They satisfy the formula CnH2nOn, but they are not carbohydrate. Again, deoxyribose sugar, it contains one less oxygen atom than ribose sugar, but it is a carbohydrate, but it does not satisfy the formula CnH2n and ON. So there is a new definition is there, and according to this new definition, carbohydrates are polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketone or compounds which can produce them on hydrolysis. So the functional groups present in carbohydrates are aldehyde and ketone. All the name of the carbohydrates are ends with O's. That means it indicates sugar. Now, classification of carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are classified into three types: monosaccharide, oligosaccharide and polysaccharide. Monosaccharide, mono means one, so these are the simple sugar and they contain only one sugar unit which cannot be further hydrolyzed. Then oligosaccharide contain 3 to 10 sugar units. Oligosaccharides again are classified into disaccharide, trisaccharide and tetrasaccharide. Disaccharide contain 2 sugar units, trisaccharide contain 3 sugar units and tetrasaccharide contain 4 sugar units. And polysaccharide contain more than 10 sugar units. So now monosaccharide. Monosaccharides are the simplest sugar and they cannot be further hydrolyzed. They possess a free aldehyde group or a ketone group, and also they contain 2 or more hydroxyl group. So on the basis of the number of carbon atom, monosaccharides are again classified into triose containing 3 carbon atom, tetrose containing 4 carbon atom, pentose containing 5 carbon atom, hexose containing 6 carbon atom and heptose having 7 carbon atom. Again, on the basis of the presence of functional group, that means aldehyde or ketone, monosaccharides are either aldose or ketose. So the monosaccharide when contains aldehyde group, then they are known as aldoses, and when they contain ketonic group, then they are known as ketoses. So there are some examples of monosaccharides on the basis of number of carbon atom. So for triose sugar, glyceraldehyde is an aldose sugar and dihydroxyacetone is a ketose sugar. For tetroses containing 4 carbon atom, erythrose is the aldose sugar and erythrulose is a ketose sugar. For pentoses having 5 carbon atom, ribose and xylose are aldose sugar and ribulose and xylulose are ketose sugar. For hexoses having 6 carbon atom, glucose, galactose are aldose sugar, but fructose is a ketose sugar. Then for heptoses having 7 carbon atom, glucoheptose is the aldose sugar and pseudoheptulose is the ketose sugar. So here you can see the structure of glucose, fructose and galactose. Glucose is the essential energy source for all body function, and the other names for glucose are dextrose, blood sugar, etc. Then fructose is the sweetest of all sugar. They occur naturally in fruits and honey. Then galactose is found freely in nature. It binds with glucose to form sugar in milk, and once absorbed by the body, galactose is converted to glucose to provide energy. Now, stereochemistry. Carbohydrates or the monosaccharides, they may present in two form, in two optical isomers. One is L form and the other one is D form. L means levorotatory and D means dextrorotatory. So this L form can rotate the plane polarized light into left hand side or in anti-clockwise direction, and this D form can rotate the plane polarized light into right hand side or in clockwise direction. So from the structure of the monosaccharide, we can say whether the molecule is L form or D form. So the OH group which is present in the asymmetric carbon atom, the hydroxyl group present in the asymmetric carbon atom, if it is present in the left hand side, then the molecule is said to be L form, and if the hydroxyl group of the asymmetric carbon atom is present on the right hand side, then it is said to be D form. So in this molecule, that is glyceraldehyde, you can see there are 3 carbon atoms, and out of these 3, the middle one is asymmetric carbon atom. That means all the 4 valencies are occupied by different atoms or different groups. So around this carbon atom, in the L form, this hydroxyl group is present on the left hand side, so it is L form. And in the D-glyceraldehyde, you can see the hydroxyl group around the asymmetric carbon atom is present on the right hand side, so it is the D form. So examples of D-aldoses. So for 3 carbon atom, it is D-glyceraldehyde. For 4 carbon atom, the erythrose and triose, both are D form. For 5 carbon atom, ribose, arabinose, xylose and lysose. For 6 carbon atom, allose, altrose, glucose, mannose, gulose, diiodose, galactose and talose. So all these molecules are again have L form. Now, sugar molecules may be reducing or non-reducing. Reducing sugar have a free aldehyde or free ketonic group, but non-reducing sugar, they don't have free aldehyde or free ketone group. Reducing sugars have the capacity to reduce cupric ions of Benedict's reagent or Fehling solution to cuprous ions, but this non-reducing sugar fail to reduce the cupric ions of Benedict's solution to cuprous ions. This is because of the absence of this free aldehyde or ketone group in case of non-reducing sugar. Now examples of reducing sugars are maltose, lactose, mallebiose, cellobiose, gentibiose, etc. And examples of non-reducing sugars are sucrose, trehalose, etc. So next is oligosaccharide. So depending on the number of monomers, oligosaccharides are disaccharide, trisaccharide, tetrasaccharide, pentasaccharide, etc. So in disaccharide, there are 2 saccharide molecule or 2 sugar molecules joined by glycosidic bond. One example is lactose. And in trisaccharide, there are 3 sugar molecule joined by glycosidic bond. Example is raffinose. In tetrasaccharide, there are 4 monosaccharides. Example is stachyose. And in pentasaccharide, there are 5 sugar molecule or 5 monosaccharides joined by again glycosidic bond. So examples of pentasaccharide is verbascose. So disaccharides are again maybe reducing or non-reducing. Reducing sugars are lactose, maltose, and non-reducing sugar is sucrose. So in lactose, galactose and glucose molecules are joined by beta 1,4-glycosidic linkage. In maltose, 2 glucose molecules are joined by alpha 1,4-glycosidic linkage. And in sucrose, 1 glucose molecule and 1 fructose molecules are joined by glycosidic linkage, and that is alpha 1 beta 2 glycosidic linkage. So here sucrose is a non-reducing sugar because both the anomeric carbon atom, that is alpha 1 of glucose and beta 2 of fructose, are involved in the glycosidic linkage formation. So there is no any free aldehyde group or ketonic group, so it is a non-reducing sugar. So here in the maltose you can see the linkage is alpha 1 4, that means the first carbon atom of glucose and the fourth carbon atom of the other glucose molecules are joined in the formation of glycosidic linkage. So the linkage is alpha 1 4 and it is used in brewing process. In the lactose molecule the linkage is beta 1 4. So the anomeric carbon atom of galactose, which is in the beta form, and the fourth carbon atom of glucose molecule are used to form the glycosidic linkage, and it is present in milk. So next is sucrose molecule. So here the anomeric carbon of glucose and the anomeric carbon of fructose are used in the formation of glycosidic linkage, and it is present in fruits or in plants. Now polysaccharide. So there are two types of polysaccharide molecules are there: homopolysaccharide or homoglycan and heteropolysaccharide or heteroglycan. So in homopolysaccharide, similar type of monosaccharides units are there and they are connected by glycosidic bond, but heteropolysaccharide or heteroglycans are polymer of different types of monosaccharide and or their derivatives, and these are also connected by glycosidic bond. So examples of homopolysaccharides are starch, glycogen, cellulose, etc. And examples of heteropolysaccharides are MPS or mucopolysaccharide, or GAG means glycosaminoglycan, or carbohydrate part of glycoprotein, etc. Thank you.